I've been a huge fan of Amy's ever since she came out with the Back to Black album. And I've been a fan, like a monster fan, and I've never gotten a chance to speak to her or tell her how great she was because she had like kind of like the same life I had with all the drugs and alcohol and stuff. And then when I turned my life around, she was coming into the music business, and I wanted to tell her how, that she could choose life too, and spoke to her father and told him how much I loved his daughter. And kind of felt like I was getting the love back from Amy that I wanted to get. I don't want to sound all creepy and stuff, but that's what I wanted, and I felt like I got it.
I loved her.
And yet, she would not work with you.
Yeah, she was playing the guitar. We were at the Chateau Marmont, and she was playing the guitar, and she played us an old song of mine that was called Little Man.
Yeah.
And she played it on the guitar, and she was like, that's one of my favorite songs, go. And I was like, this is awesome. And I knew her peripherally. Yeah. And I was like, well, we should work together. And she was like, no fucking way, man. I'm like totally intimidated by you.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Wow. And you were probably like, me?
I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Thank you, yeah.
No problem.
I feel really sad, and I just hope she finds peace.
You and your husband both tweeted about it, wrote about it as well, her passing.
He wrote a really lovely piece about her. It's on his website because he knew her, I didn't know her. But,
yeah, I loved her. Now, I remember now that while there is a serious component to this, I did really love Amy Winehouse, and, like, it was obvious, wasn't it? We all knew she was on drugs and that. I thought, oh, she's going to die. And at that time, I was about, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years clean from crack and heroin. I thought, I should do something about this, and I'd occasionally chat to her a little bit, but you know what it's like if you've got someone who's got a drug alcohol problem. It's really hard if they're not ready, to help them along. Because I would have just carried on taking drugs, and I couldn't bear being alive.
I still can't believe she's not here. Like, she was so full of life. She was just a pure artist. She didn't care about all the fame and the money and all of that stuff. Pure artist. Just did what she wanted to do in her way. And she's one of those people that you see and you got love for and you see so much potential for, but then you see there's a cloudiness, there's things that's, like in her way that's stopping her, that you just want to see, like a friend of yours that you got love for, that you want to see overcome some things. And
she sang beautiful. And then I just regretted that I wasn't able to tell her to slow down. And then she died. 27 years old. She died. So the whole secret is to live long.
So it's like it kind of really showed me that like she was actually raw for what she was creating, and she wasn't like trying to be anything she wasn't, because she didn't even want to be that. I mean, she changed a whole generation of music. Like, everyone, when they're listing off the people that have inspired them right now, like everybody right now that lists off people, it's like Amy Winehouse is always in that list. And like, it's really true. The way that she, oh God, everything about her, because she just mixed a bunch of stuff together and then like created the most beautiful things. She was incredible, my God.
I just thought there was something so special about her, and I was just like, okay, well, I don't have any music like that, but like if you go back and leave me alone for the night, let me try and come up with something and come back. I wrote the piano and the chords that became Back to Black and just put a little tambourine on it because that sounded kind of like 60s to me.
He left no time to be. I picked up a guitar, and because of her I wrote my own songs, and the songs I got signed on were the songs that I wrote completely on my own, and if it wasn't for her that wouldn't have happened. So I owe 90% of my career to her. I don't think
Also a bit about Amy Winehouse, just because for me she's like fucking royalty now, and rightfully so. She's this brilliant artist, and she's exactly who she is, and I love it because whenever I hear her music on the radio, it's not okay, here comes the hook, here's the hook, it's coming. It's not like this commercial explosion of something we've already heard. It's so completely her. I'm influenced by her balls. It's funny, Brit's got a lot of balls.
I say this in every interview, I love Amy Winehouse, and so
I want y'all to put your hands together like this for me. Matter of fact, put your hands together.
through and excited to see Amy Winehouse in this issue. I think she's great. She's really cool, vibe about her, really cool tone, and